Honestly, this had to be the worst game of football that I watched Atletico de Madrid play this season. I watched them countless times this season, and this was one of the worst. And oh man, I just can't fathom how disgusting they play football, bro. Like, we all know how they play. They defend for their lives, but to this manner, again in front of your fans, playing this disgraceful is honestly embarrassing. But nonetheless, Barcelona defeat Atletico de Madrid in the semifinal of the Copa del Rey, in which they win 1-0 from a goal from El Tiburón Ferran Torres, and are now through to the final, at which they will face Real Madrid in another final. Madristas, are you scared? I think everyone could have predicted that Barcelona were going to win this game just because of how out of form Atletico Madrid have been in this last couple weeks, like getting knocked out of the Champions League, and then in the same week losing to Barcelona, dropping even more points in the league, and then the next week they drop after international break, they drop points again against Espanyol, 9 points behind Barcelona, 6 points behind Real Madrid. Basically, they're out of the league at this point. And the Champions League, they're already out. So the only title they could have fought for was for the Copa del Rey. So you expected, okay, they're going to go all out. They're going to give 1,000% against Barcelona and try to get something in front of their own fans. But what we saw in that first half was disgusting. The second half, they stepped it up a little bit. But in the first half, it was the worst game of football I've ever seen from a team, from one single team, while the other team was just completely all over them. Let's quickly talk about the lineups. Atletico de Madrid line up with Juan Musso in goal. Backline of Azpilicueta, Jimenez, Lenormand, Reinildo. Midfield of Simeone, Llorente, De Paul, Barrios, and up top Griezmann and Julian Alvarez. So from what I predicted that who did I predict? I predicted that Lenglet was going to start, and I predicted that Molina was going to start. So those two changes, those are the two ones I got wrong. For Barcelona's end, we had Szczesny and goal, backline like we always see: Jules Koundé, Inigo Martinez, Pau Cubarsí, Alejandro Balde. Midfield of Frenkie de Jong, Pedri, and Fermín López, and up top Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and Ferran Torres. Lewandowski gets the bench for today. And I saw in a tweet earlier before the game that apparently Flick and Lewa had an agreement that he was going to sit out a couple games, get some more rest time so we can compete for the Golden Boot. Try and get more games in the league so we can compete more, get more minutes in the league, right? Which is honestly fair enough, right? But yeah, that was kind of shocking to me considering what he did for us in the last game against Atletico Madrid, and because Lewandowski always wants to play in these big games. But Ferran gets to start, and Fermín López gets to start over what I predicted was going to be Gavi. But besides that, the whole team was basically what we all knew was going to happen, like going to line up for today. So the game starts. The first half is just completely all Barcelona. We were dominating them from minute 1 to minute 45. We were all over them. Atletico Madrid were just so bad in that first half. They couldn't string passes together. They couldn't even get past our halfway line without them bombing it forward, trying to get a long ball into Julian and Griezmann or something like they didn't even have Sorloth on the pitch to try to get those long balls to them. They try to play, we already know how they play. They use their wingbacks, try to use their wingbacks to attack and try to go for crosses into the middle. It's just like, it's so predictable. We already know how they line up. They already know what they do. And it's just like, I'm just like, bro, like, where's the change of game plan for Simeone? Why not they're ever going to make some kind of changes? Like, it just made no sense. And Barcelona easily just worked with it, easily dealt with it. Like, we were just in control the whole game, winning the ball easily, recovering the ball easily. Anytime we lost it, it was just easy, right? But Atletico Madrid, that whole first half was just defending for their lives, trying to not concede a goal. But with the likes of Lamine Yamal, who had a sensational first half, Pedri, who had a sensational first half, Frenkie, who had a sensational first half, it was just, inevitable that we were going to get a goal. And we did get a goal from Lamine Yamal, making an incredible pass to Ferran Torres, and Ferran Torres gets a beautiful touch onto the ball before the goalkeeper gets to it, and 1-0 for Barcelona in the first half. And from there on, again, from the whole entirety of the first half, it was all Barcelona. But let's talk about it. Lamine Yamal, man, it's just this, like, everyone, the whole footballing world, everyone who loves football just understands how generational this kid is, how amazing he is. And yet again, he proves it in another big game, in an important match where, it's do or die for Barcelona for a trophy, right? And he just steps up. He steps up for Barcelona. He steps up for Spain. Like, this guy is just amazing. Today he was just all over Atletico's defense. Reinildo couldn't handle them. No one could handle them today. Even Julian Alvarez got a yellow card because of Lamine, because he tried to defend them and he still couldn't handle him. Nothing went in favor for Atletico against Lamine Yamal. He just easily went through them, and he created so many chances for us to score, for Rafinha, for Ferran, for everyone to score, and we just were so wasteful for this game. If this game had to be defined in one word for Barcelona, was wasteful, because we had so many opportunities to kill the game off, 3, 4, 5, and we just missed countless chances. But besides that, Lamine Yamal was incredible. In that first half, Frankie was incredible, recovering the ball good, controlling the midfield, building up the tempo to go out for the attack. And Pedri, like always, we always see the best out of Pedri. I say the defense was a little bit shaky, like Inigo Martinez, Cubarsillo's getting him back into the rhythm of playing with each other. Obviously, Cubarsillo only got a couple minutes against Girona, so he's still getting his rhythm back. But Inigo was a little bit shaky on the ball in the first couple minutes of the game, but then they started all getting back into the game. Balde was great too. Koundé, the whole back line was great today. We didn't suffer much in that first half at all. Second half, we did suffer a little bit more, but it more came suffering in terms of we didn't take our chances and we just kept losing the ball stupidly, right? But besides that, everyone was great. Fermin was a little bit slow today. Sorry. I'm back. I'm from almost dying. But Fermin was a little bit slow today. I think in the attack he was a little bit shaky, but he was still trying to help out, trying to put as much effort as he could. He had some chances to score. He had some chances to set up some good plays, but he didn't take them either. Ferran was good. He made some good runs. He got into the right spaces, and that's what allowed him to get the first goal. Great for him. He's on form, and he's killing it right now. Perfect substitute right now for Lewandowski, who clearly is going to need rest for the remainder of the season as well. But the one guy that was very disappointing, the one guy that we'd expect to step up, to score goals, to get something, was Rafinha. He had countless chances in this game to score a goal, to get an assist, and he completely bottled so many chances. I don't know if it's it had to be because of a lack of game rhythm, because after international break, he didn't play a single minute, so it's understandable, lack of game rhythm, because he just looked so off it. He just didn't look like he was 100% involved in everything, in every aspect of the game today. There was this one play where Lamine just perfectly gets through Atletico's defense and then makes a perfect pass to Pedri. You could have said Pedri maybe could have shot it and got a goal, but Pedri backheels it, and it was perfect space for no one was there, and you would expect Rafinha to be there. If he's more on the front foot, if he was more awake and more active, he would have ran to it and scored it. But this time he just stood still. So I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with him today, but today was not his best game at all. I'd probably say it was his worst game of the season today. But I'm going to mostly just say it's because of lack of game rhythm rather than he's out of form now or whatever. But I'm gonna lean towards that. And again, in the second half, it was just a matter of Barcelona missing countless chances, and Atletico started waking up a little bit more. In the halftime, they made 3 substitutions, but taking out Espilicueta, they took out Reinildo, and they took out Giuliano Simeone for Sorloth, for Galan, and I'm pretty sure for Molina, if I'm not mistaken. But because 2 of them had yellow cards, and the other one, I guess, just wasn't playing good. Giuliano Simeone wasn't playing good, but I forgot to mention that in the beginning of the match there was a little controversy of Aspilicueta they couldn't get a red. I don't think it was a red. For me, it was a perfectly called yellow, but yeah, I wouldn't have called that as a red. But besides that, Barcelona again started lacking control of the game in that second half. Atletico started waking up more. They started trying to go and attack, but still, bro, in literally those last 45 minutes of the match, the second half, they had one clear chance, an over the top through ball to Sorloth, who was in a little on the side, on the left side, had a good chance to score. If he was a clinical striker, he would have probably hit it wide and to the far post, but he shot it out. But besides that, they did nothing, bro. Absolutely nothing. That's why I said it was one of the worst games that I've seen of them this season, because they were just so bad on the ball. The Argentinians today, Molina, De Paul, Julian, Julian was but De Paul and Molina, oh my god, bro, they were disgusting today. De Paul was bad today, bad. I gave credit to De Paul in the past. I don't love De Paul as a player, but because I don't know, I just don't see how that he's that great, but he steps up usually when I see him play. When I see him play, he usually does good, especially for Atletico. I said in the last couple games for Atletico, he's been the main reason they are in the front foot, try to get these goals, with the creative player, the creative outlet compared to what you would expect from Antoine Griezmann to be like that. who by the way did nothing today either. But and for Argentina, we already know he's always great. He always steps up. But today he was terrible. He was terrible. Molina, when he came in, was just so wasteful on the ball. He was just doing long balls after long ball, losing it. But in general, Atletico Madrid was just terrible. They did absolutely nothing. They caused absolutely no danger to Barcelona. Corner kick after corner kick, free kick, nothing, bro, nothing. And I gotta say, one of the major, benefits for in the second half of Barcelona was Araujo coming in, because he was great. Aerial wise, he was great. He was winning every header. He was bullying every attacker. He was on their ass every second for them not to score any goals. Like literally when they had a free kick towards the end of the match, like in the edge of the box from a foul from Balde, or no, Gerard Martin, I should say, and Araujo wins the header, clears it out, boom. But besides that, he was on it like the moment he came on. Kudos to Araujo. He was great when he came on. The other substitutions that we had were Eric Garcia, who came in, started playing as a pivot, and we had Gerard Martin. We had, I'm pretty sure that's it, and Araujo. But I think in the second half, the main thing that we were lacking is another presence in the midfield, because it was mostly just Pedri and Frankie trying to create, trying to control and go up a little bit more, and Eric Garcia was just defending. But when he tried to progress the ball, he was just lacking. Like there was this one chance where Lamine was perfectly through on goal, and Eric Garcia just gives him the most disgusting ball, like the worst ball ever, and Atletico just recover it. But if it was like a Pedri, Gavi, or someone else, they would have made a perfect ball and boom, game over. But that's not to excuse the fact that Barcelona missed countless chances. Like it was just ridiculous, the amount of chances. I think the clearest chance was this one play that Lamine creates for Rafinha on the left side, and Fermin was open in the middle, but Rafinha wanted to be selfish and take the ball and take the shot for himself, and he shoots it right at the goalie. But besides that, it was just a matter of Barcelona. Every single counterattack, we just were wasteful. Every single player, like even Lamine, who was the best player in the match for sure, man of the match for sure, he was still wasteful. But yeah, there was this moment of where we were scared because Lamine got injured or something, but he got stepped on in the ankles, but which should have been a yellow card for Lenglet. I don't know why they wouldn't check that back, but thankfully he's a warrior and he stayed in the pitch. But like I was saying, I definitely thought we definitely needed another presence like a Gavi in the midfield, because we just needed more control, because we just kept losing the ball, giving it right back to them, and giving them an opportunity to try to do something. But at the same time, Atletico Madrid didn't do anything. But yeah, but besides that, Barcelona were just great today. They were another deserving win and a deserved final appearance against Real Madrid, which will be played on April 26th. So tune in for that. I will 100% be streaming that game. So yeah, hopefully we are able to be at Real Madrid for another final. But yeah, in general, Barcelona deserved the win. Atletico Madrid, I'm sorry, this is a story of your season under Simeone. This is a story of your life with Diego Simeone. If you want to succeed, start changing managers, because the way that you guys played today, and in general the last couple games you played at home, is just disgraceful, especially when it comes to crunch time, when it comes to the teams that who are your biggest rivals, who you have to compete, who you have to try and beat. It's just disgraceful the way that you play football against them. It's just terrible. But yeah, thankfully I don't support them, so I'm fine with that. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Who do you think deserved the man of the match today? I think it's pretty obvious, Lamine. But yeah, let me know who do you think deserved man of the match, what you thought about the game in general, and what do you guys think about this final matchup between Real Madrid and Barcelona? Will Barcelona humble them, destroy them again in another final this season in 2025, or will Real Madrid get their get back and beat Barcelona in a final to see who will be the Reyes de España? But yeah, let me know everything in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, favorite, hit the notification bell for every time I upload, and share to your friends that love football. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, whenever that is. But much love, take care, and